go to the mall with a couple capos and 100 fucking dimes. College slaughter gang, you get your shit popped. Draco with a drum, the bitch ain't never go stop. Be on that 9-4 shit.
What's up, gang? Welcome back to the channel. As y'all read by that title and seen that crazy ass thumbnail, y'all already know what we about to get into today, gang. Now, before we get up into this video, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on that bell to receive every post notification when I upload. In today's video, we are going to be watching this video that's called Twisted Husband Kills Wife in Public After She Denies His Sideline Phone Call. I know y'all see me with my security uniform on. That's because I'm at work. Feel me while I'm watching these crazy ass videos. Y'all already know the routine. We gonna watch it right now and then we gonna discuss it at the end of the video. So without further ado, let's jump straight up into this video. Gang.
Late night shooting in a shopping center parking lot. A woman is killed and days later the shooter is still on the run.
Just because you commit a crime here and you think that you're going to get away by going to another city or another state or across the country, our investigators are really world class and they're going to find you.
She thought she was meeting her ex-husband for closure, but instead, she walked straight into a deadly trap. On Valentine's Day 2024, 26-year-old Chastity Sparkman, a devoted mother of two, pulled into a Sacramento parking lot, unaware it would be her final destination. Minutes later, gunfire shattered the silence, and she lay lifeless on the pavement. Her ex-husband, Isaiah James, wasn't alone that night. His new girlfriend watched as the unthinkable happened. As investigators unraveled the truth, a chilling tale of obsession, control, and a desperate cross-country escape emerged. This is the heartbreaking case that shook an entire community.
Still can't understand, so I'm still in the daze. It's been a month and I'm still my mind is still, I ain't wrapped my head around it. It was frustrating. Very frustrated, the active night, not knowing what's going on.
The pair that were arrested, one of them is her husband, and then the other person is the girlfriend of the husband.
Chastity Sparkman was a vibrant 26-year-old mom of two, known for her infectious, uplifting energy and unwavering devotion to her family. Born and raised in Sacramento, California, she grew up alongside her loving parents and sisters. Her father, Alfonso, fondly called her a firecracker, someone who could always lift everyone's spirits, keeping the mood high and focusing on her family's happiness. Chastity was studying psychology at Sacramento City College, working hard to earn her degree while also pursuing her music career on the side.
Ooh, keep the light, baby. Yes. Okay, I like that. We need light over here.
She was determined to succeed in life, always staying focused on self-improvement and becoming the best version of herself. She often shared glimpses of her journey on social media, posting happy videos of herself with her children.
Say my name is Zay. Yay. I'm gonna let y'all come try it, okay? I doubt you're gonna even want to eat it. You wanna say hi? You can say hi to my live real quick. I'm saying by you first.
did.
You did?
Hi.
So tell them what we're finna do, Sally.
Hi. Today, we're gonna be eating the eggs with the ducks in it.
Yep.
Above all else, Chastity loved being a mother to her two children, 6-year-old Priscilla and 9-year-old Zani. They were the center of her world, and her greatest mission in life was to provide them with the best possible future. The father of her children was 25-year-old Isaiah James, her childhood sweetheart. The two had been inseparable since their teenage years, falling head over heels in love. It wasn't long before they married and started a family together. At first, everything seemed perfect. They were happy and deeply in love. But over time, things took a dark turn. At some point, Isaiah ended up in jail, and this was when everything between him and Chastity began to unravel. At first, Chastity did her best to stay connected with Isaiah, calling him as often as she could, keeping him updated about the kids, and even posting supportive messages online. Though she was blindsided by her husband being ripped away from her, she remained hopeful and did her utmost to stay positive. But despite Chastity's efforts, something in Isaiah changed while he was behind bars. Seemingly out of nowhere, he became consumed by jealousy and insecurity, accusing Chastity of no longer caring about him. He grew paranoid and controlling, convinced that she was secretly cheating on him. Their once loving relationship quickly turned toxic, and things only got worse. Every time Chastity visited Isaiah, he would lash out with emotional abuse, accusing her of things she'd never even dream of doing. He began demanding constant updates on her whereabouts, insisting that she wasn't allowed to go out with friends or see her family without his permission. Meanwhile, Chastity's family noticed a heartbreaking shift in her behavior. She had become emotionally drained and withdrawn, isolating herself from the people who cared about her. Yet, despite everything, she continued to hold on, giving Isaiah chance after chance. After all, he was the love of her life. But after months of enduring his toxic behavior, Chastity finally reached her breaking point. She decided enough was enough. With a heavy heart, she filed for divorce and made the brave decision to leave Isaiah for good. Fast forward to February 2024, Isaiah was finally released from prison. By this time, he had already moved on with a new girlfriend, 25-year-old Ayana Burgos. Chastity knew she would have to face Isaiah again now that he was out, given that they shared 2 children. However, when he called her the night before Valentine's Day, asking to meet alone, she was caught off guard. She hadn't expected him to want to see her one-on-one again, let alone on Valentine's Day. Despite her hesitation, she chose to give him the benefit of the doubt, thinking it might be a chance to get closure and move forward on good terms. Little did she know, Chastity was walking straight into her murder.
Sparkman's daughter, Chastity, shot and killed in the Lake Crest Village Shopping Center on Florin Road in Sacramento.
The mother of 2 was shot and killed on Valentine's Day last week in the Lake Crest Village Shopping Center. Her family says from what they know, she was meeting with her husband. But Sacramento police are still investigating what led up to her death.
That night, the 2 met at Chastity's home, just the 2 of them. At first, the conversation was pleasant, filled with small talk. But as time passed, tensions rose, and their discussion quickly spiraled into a full-blown argument. Out of nowhere, Isaiah turned violent. He lashed out, beating Chastity with pure rage and fury. She curled up in pain, shocked and terrified. She had truly believed he had changed, that his toxic behavior was in the past. Desperate to get him out, Chastity scrambled to force Isaiah from her home. After a struggle, she finally succeeded. He drove away, leaving her shaken, traumatized, and alone. But that wasn't the end of it. After spending the evening recovering from the assault, Chastity's phone pinged. It was Isaiah. He wanted to meet again, claiming he wanted to make amends. Though still shaken by what had happened, one thought kept circling in Chastity's mind: her children. She wanted to mend things with their father for their sake. Summoning all her strength, she agreed to meet Isaiah at Lake Crest Village Shopping Center in Sacramento's Pocket neighborhood. At around 11 p.m., Chastity arrived at the destination. At this late hour, the shopping center was quiet, with only a few late-night shoppers wandering about. She remained in her car, waiting, anticipation filling her thoughts. Then, Isaiah pulled up, but to Chastity's shock, sitting in the passenger seat beside him was his new girlfriend, Ayana. In the next few moments, what was meant to be a conversation turned into a full-blown murder scene.
They're all shocked to hear about this devastating shooting that happened last night. Now, this shopping plaza on Florin Road in the Greenhaven area is a pretty popular area, which makes it all the more terrifying for people who frequent this area. I even asked the people we spoke with if they feel comfortable coming back. They told me they really don't.
This is a shock, and it's going to cause us to think.
Ken Mandler and his old friend Dick McClure visit Sherry's Cafe on Florin on Thursday afternoon.
Every 6 months we come to this restaurant.
Without a clue, bullet casings scattered the parking lot just hours before.
Filled with confusion, Chastity stepped out of her car, expecting to talk things through with Isaiah, maybe even be introduced to his new girlfriend. But unbeknownst to her, Isaiah and Ayana hadn't come to talk. They had come to kill. Within seconds, Isaiah sprang from his car, gun in hand. Chastity froze in shock, but before she could react, he raised the weapon and fired. Bullets tore through her body, and she collapsed to the ground, screaming in agony. Pain consumed her as she lay bleeding on the cold pavement, alone and helpless. Without a shred of remorse, Isaiah and Ayana jumped back into their car and sped off, leaving Chastity to die a slow, excruciating death. Meanwhile, a nearby witness, startled by the gunshots, quickly called the police. Within minutes, emergency responders arrived, rushing Chastity to the hospital in a desperate attempt to save her. But tragically, it was too late. She succumbed to her injuries, her bright future stolen in an instant. Now, her 2 young children were left without their mom, their lives forever changed.
Sacramento police say officers were called to the Lake Crest Village Shopping Plaza just after 11:15 on Wednesday night. Police report one woman was shot at least once and didn't survive her injuries.
Oh, she was killed. Oh, wow.
The 40-year Greenhaven Pocket neighbor floored.
We never think anything about anything like that.
As news of Chastity Sparkman's death hit the headlines, her family and community were blindsided, heartbroken, and desperate for answers. Fear gripped the streets of Sacramento's Greenhaven neighborhood as residents struggled with the chilling reality that those responsible for the brutal crime were still at large. The investigation began immediately. Sacramento Police Department's homicide unit took charge of the case, meticulously combing through the crime scene at Lake Crest Village Shopping Center. In the days following the shooting, detectives interviewed witnesses, including Chastity's cousin, Vanessa Renee Adams. She revealed a disturbing history of domestic violence between Chastity and her husband, Isaiah James, even saying that she'd personally witnessed Isaiah physically assault Chastity that very night during an argument. With this crucial information, it didn't take long for law enforcement to zero in on Isaiah James, officially naming him and Ayanna as the prime suspects.
The Sacramento Police Department says Isaiah James and Ayanna Burgos, both 25 of Sacramento, were taken into custody in New York City.
Our hope is that, just at the very minimum, we can provide some justice and some closure.
Officer Anthony Gamble with the Sacramento Police Department says with the help from the FBI, they made the arrest.
Just because you commit a crime here and you think that you're going to get away by going to another city or another state or across the country, our investigators are really world class and they're going to find you.
The family says they were surprised these suspects were arrested in New York, but now they're turning their attention to the children as they live life without their mother.
But when they found out, they're relieved just as much as anybody else. I know my nephew, he said that he got some good sleep. So, that says everything.
Now that the authorities had their suspects, a nationwide manhunt was launched. The Sacramento Police Department, working alongside the FBI and federal law enforcement, issued arrest warrants for Isaiah and Ayanna, branding them armed and dangerous. Their last known whereabouts were dissected, and law enforcement scoured through surveillance footage, phone records, and financial transactions in desperate hopes of tracking their movements.
I want to know the truth, because it hits different. So people understand, I've lost a lot. I've lost a lot in my time, brothers, sisters, mother, father, stuff like that, cousins. But it hits different when it's your child. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that kid blowing my phone up all day, every day no more.
Finally, the breakthrough came on March 22, 2024, when authorities were alerted to Isaiah and Ayanna's location in Brooklyn, New York. In a joint operation between Sacramento police and the FBI, the couple was captured in a raid on a small apartment in Flatbush, handcuffed and taken into custody. With their arrest, the intense nationwide manhunt had officially come to an end. Following their capture, Isaiah James and Ayanna Burgos were detained as they awaited extradition back to Sacramento. As of today, they remain in custody, still awaiting transport to face homicide-related charges. But when that moment comes, there is no doubt they will be sentenced to life behind bars.
Sacramento police said Tuesday night Isaiah James and Ayanna Burgos was taken into custody in New York City. Police have not confirmed the relationship between the suspects and Sparkman, but Aunt Dee Dee confirmed with us today that the pair are indeed Sparkman's husband and his girlfriend. She found out about the arrest after Sparkman's funeral and right before her services. Dee Dee says that the 2 children Sparkman left behind they both jumped for joy after learning about the arrest, and the family is now at peace. Police say both suspects face extradition to Sacramento for homicide-related charges. The family is waiting to hear about the next steps in the case.
The arrest brought a small amount of relief to the Sacramento community, especially Chastity's family, but it also left them with many unanswered questions, mainly about Isaiah and Ayanna's motive for brutally killing Chastity. While the family knew that Isaiah and Chastity's relationship was toxic and volatile, they never imagined he would take her life. To this day, the true motive remains unknown, whether Isaiah and Ayanna planned it together or Isaiah acted alone out of jealousy and spite. Chastity's murder was a senseless tragedy.
A slew of emotions hit as this Sacramento family tries to understand how their sister, 26-year-old Chastity Sparkman, was killed on Valentine's Day.
It's especially hard for her kids. My auntie has to sit here and, deal with the mood swings, and she's trying to cope herself, so we're not okay. We're trying to be, but we're not okay.
In the aftermath of Chastity's death, the community came together to mourn. Hundreds attended a candlelight vigil in her honor, holding candles as they remembered her.
Chastity Sparkman! Chastity Sparkman won't be forgotten.
She's nothing but joy, you know what I'm saying? And man, we just love her. We just miss her so much.
Don't forget about my sister.
Sparkman's family members say she was the woman shot and killed in a Sacramento shopping center on Valentine's Day.
Gun violence. We gotta stop. We gotta stop the gun violence.
Friends, family, and even strangers stood shoulder to shoulder, united in grief and outrage. They shared stories of Chastity's infectious laughter, her loyalty, and the deep love she had for her two young children. In one fell swoop, not only was Chastity's bright future stolen, but so was the future of her loved ones, who now have to live out their days without the presence of someone they cherished and loved dearly.
More than life itself, Chastity loved her children. Her children was her world. Everything Chastity did was for her kids.
Families say Sparkman was 26 and a mom to two children.
She was going to school for business. She was just starting out with her music career, and I just can't say enough.
And as they gathered, many wearing pink and with heart-shaped balloons, they remembered and grieved.
Justice for Chastity. Justice for Chastity. We love you!
The arrests of Isaiah and Ayanna in New York City marked a crucial step toward justice, but the fight is not over yet. As they await their fate, Chastity's family holds on, knowing that while nothing can bring their beloved Chastity back, the day will come when her killers finally face punishment, and when that day arrives, they will breathe a deep sigh of relief.
She was a firecracker. She loved everyone. She loved her family. She was very family oriented. If you know my sister, you know you guys could argue one day and she's gonna call you the next and say, I don't care about you being mad, girl, what you doing?
The mother leaves behind 6-year-old daughter, Princilla, and 8-year-old son, Zayani. The family hopes her children can get through it.
That they could just hold on to the memories and the love that their mother has for them. And that God gives them strength to get through it because they're just babies.
In the end, Chastity's tragic story reveals the devastating reality of domestic violence, the way darkness can grow within relationships hidden behind closed doors. Isaiah wasn't a stranger. He was someone she was meant to trust, someone who should have been her protector. The gunshot that ended Chastity's life didn't just silence her dreams. It shattered the world of her two young children, Princilla and Zani. Now they're forced to grow up without their mother's love, her warmth, and her laughter, because the truth is, domestic violence doesn't just destroy the victim, it forever changes the lives of those left behind. We often think danger lurks in dark alleys, in the faces of strangers, but the harsh reality is, it can be right in front of us, inside our own homes, hidden in the minds of those we trust the most.
I said, I need to start saying my dad, because when I be like on a date with my daddy on Instagram, somebody's like, oh, your dude out? Did you hear me? I said, I was like taking my daddy on a date. Somebody gonna say, oh, your dude's out? I need to start saying dad, people are creeps. No, that's not what I was talking about.
So, what are your thoughts on Chastity's tragic murder? What do you think was the real motive? Do you think Ayanna played a bigger role in this murder than we know? Be sure to let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
Wow. Fucking wow. Like, it's so many questions, you guys. Like, I'm just like, wow. Like, wow. That's all I could say while I was watching the video, y'all, is wow. Because I got so many questions. Because it's just like, she minded her own business, but you go ahead and you call her to meet you. If you knew that you had them type of intention, like, why would you call her and tell her to meet you? Like, and then, like, to make it so bad, like, you're in the car with this girl that you all of a sudden done met, in a relationship with, etc. Like, so I'm confused on why was that your intentions, bro? Like, and then I don't even know why I'm asking, because we ain't gonna ever know. Like, it's just like weird as hell. And I know he's sitting inside his cell, y'all, like really thinking like, damn, why the fuck would I do that? Yeah, why the fuck would you do that? Like I do not get it. Like, you lured this girl down to a parking lot to where you and old girl let these shots off. Like, y'all wasn't gonna get caught. And that's y'all thing. Like, people be doing so much grimy stuff to people, and they be actually really thinking, like, in their mind, y'all, that, like, they is not gonna get caught. Like, I don't get it. Like, you're gonna get caught sooner or later. Like, and that's just what it is. Like, what was your motive of killing this girl? Then her kids, y'all, like, her kids gotta suffer without their mom. Like, their mom not even in their life, and they really gotta grow up, like, without their mom because of a loser. Like how the kids gonna see it regardless, whether the family tell the kids or they see it on the news or the internet. Because, you know, kids, they be searching, whether it's for their donor dad or etc. Like, these kids be searching, you feel what I'm saying? And they really gonna grow up like, yeah, my daddy killed my mom. Like how can you explain that to your children, bro? Like, over a side piece though. Over a mother freaking side piece though. That's the crazy part. Like, what, you thought that you was gonna just kill her and get away, then you was gonna go start another family with her and live happy? I'm confused. That's what it's giving. It's giving confused. It's giving I thought. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, that shit not cool at the end of the day. Y'all just really need to watch out who y'all fuck with, who y'all lay down and have kids with, and etc. Because these people out here, like, if you really don't know them, please don't give no form of contact. Especially when you really don't know them. Like, you don't even know the history behind them. Like, and sometimes, you hear me, people gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm dating him, and, you know, he's not the same guy or whatever, because I believe he can change. Okay, anybody can change, but with a person like that with a bad background, no, they cannot change. Once a killer is always a killer. Like, once a liar, you're always a liar. And that's just my opinion. You feel me? And it's just like, y'all just gotta be careful and watch who y'all fucking with, because it's just like, everybody's life is priceless, bro, and nobody's life shouldn't be taken away fast by just some random person. And, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Do y'all get what I'm trying to say? Like, that shit just don't make no sense. But without further ado, drop down y'all comments though. Let me know how y'all feel about this situation. Let me know y'all thoughts and whatever in the comment section below. Let's have a discussion, because this shit just don't make no sense. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on that bell to receive every post notification and for when I upload. And with that being said, I am out, gang. Peace.